はい、こんにちは。元気ですか、皆さん。So today also let's learn Japanese something. Okay. So here is on live streaming and I am on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch and Instagram live. I'm going to connect from here and if you have an Instagram account, you can see me on Instagram too. But I personally suggest maybe on YouTube or Twitch is just easy to see everything today. So, yeah, if you have an Instagram account, it's better, much better on YouTube. Okay, let's do this. Hi. Okay, I'm on. I hope it's gonna be okay. Japanese something. Okay, great. So now I'm online. Great. So let's do this. So today is Sunday. Everybody, what are you doing? 皆さん何をしていますか？皆さん、日曜日何をしていますか？ぜひコメントしてください。はい。まのりさん、あずまつばてんさん、はい。こんにちは、こんにちは。On Instagram. Thank you so much. You can comment here. Today's topic is actually what should you not do when you learn Japanese? What are you doing for learning Japanese mainly? I think what is a common is I'm sure it's kanji. It's a bit hot. Yeah. Kanji or vocabulary or grammar. Every day when you study, what do you do actually? What do you do? This is actually it's really point. Maybe it's really good training you're doing, or maybe it's really inefficient way. So it's not effective learning way. And then you cannot make a lot of progress, and then maybe you're not motivated. Demotivating is really bad when you're studying, you feel bad, right? Like going to the gym also the same. Oh yeah, I'm trying to do the diet, and today I ate like a fried things, and then oh my god, I feel bad. Like you said, okay, I'm gonna start learning Japanese, but you didn't study very well today, and you feel bad, right? Like a motivation is the 90% of your life. Yeah, I think it's 90% is your motivation actually, because anything you have to work, you have to go into the school, you have to study, you have to do the diet, everything. It's motivation. When you don't have the motivation, that will be the very very difficult things. I mean, no one can help you, no one can really help, because motivation is about your heart, right? So that's why, what do you think when you study Japanese? How do you start doing? Like, okay, let's open a textbook, or maybe you just watch something, or you just write down the kanji. What do you do? So personally, I learn English. I'm still learning English, and I'm still learning Greek, and I just started learning German. So 3 languages learner I am. And what about you? Are you learning Japanese only, or are you learning other languages too? And what is the purpose? Always I say, what is the purpose to study? Why I started learning English? Because I wanted to work all over the world. Like I just bring my laptop, camera, let's go everywhere. I just wanted to be like that. So then I definitely need English. Otherwise, I cannot do these things, right? I will stuck in Japan for sure if I can speak only Japanese. Then Japan is my great country. I really proud that I was super lucky that I'm Japanese. First of all, Japanese passport is one of the strongest passports. I can go everywhere I want. So this is also good things. And then yeah, I mean, good country, really, really. But also, I don't need to like how can I say stay the how can I say warm place forever. It's really warm. My country, very warm, very easy. Everything is easy. but it's just I want to try, more difficult things, more exciting things. That's why, okay, let's grab my laptop and camera, let's go everywhere I want. That was my, challenge. So that's why maybe opposite side from you, between me and you, what is the purpose? So that's why I just reached this place here, very beautiful island. It's in Greece. That's why I had the opportunity to learn Greek. And so also because I love the technology, and that's why I start learning German. So because English, German, Japanese, I think this is the three super technological country, I guess. So I love technology. So that's why, yeah, I always discuss, I love to discuss about tech. So that's why, yeah, this is the reason I start learning these three languages. So what do you think? Hi, I living in Japan. Oh, great. Hi, I living in Japan, but trying my best to learn the language. Great. Good luck, good luck. Yeah. So yesterday's topic was, what topic is good for Japanese people and what the people hate to talk about. If you haven't watched yet, yes, you can check the yesterday's live streaming. Let's see. Ah, Calvin-san, こんばんは. Calvin-san, this is my student. Hi. 元気ですか? Great, great. Thank you so much for watching. Great. So, let's see. Today's topic. So one things, actually, I'm gonna pick up 5 things you should not do. So first things, you should not do. Do is like a big one. I'm sorry, like I just wrote the do, only do big one. Okay, so I should not. You should not do translating from English to Japanese. Yep, this is you really should not do translation from English to Japanese. Something like, I can give you the really common like things. For example, great, great. You say it in English very much, right? Great. Like for example, let's go for coffee. Great. Let's go. Great. But it's great if you translate to Japanese. Do you know how to say great in Japanese? You can comment here. Everybody know, I'm sure. How do you say great in Japanese? It's just that you cannot translate because it's a different way to use. English it's work. Let's go for coffee and it's great. Let's go. Cool. Nice idea. Sounds great. Whatever. It's just cool, sounds great, great. Nothing we don't answer like that in Japanese. So that's why if you translate it exactly, then it's not gonna work. It's just a weird Japanese. Oh, oh, hmm. And then I study English. Then, okay, that was a English. That's why this guy was talking to me in English Japanese. Why they said great? It's not the great things. So these things is not the great things for Japanese people. Great in Japanese is, maybe everybody know here, no comment? You can say sugoi, right? Sugoi. Sugoi is great. Great. But you cannot say, coffeeに行きませんか? Coffee. お茶に行きませんか? Let's go for the tea. Let's go for the coffee. お茶しませんか? コーヒーしませんか? 行きませんか? Then, すごい. Huh? Why you say すごい? すごい is like, it's wonderful. It's wonderful, you say. It's not so much like so much wonderful. いいね。いいね。いいね sounds great. いいね sounds great. いいね means good. Good means good. Yeah, it's not great. It's just good. Not like it's wonderful. Then just go for coffee is not so great. That's the thing. It's very, very interesting. The other things, I can give you one more example. For example, you will say, I'm from the US, I am from Italy, I'm from France, right? And then this is I am from France. I am from Japan. And then you try to translate to Japanese, then again, weird. It just sounds very weird. Maybe people can, maybe 20% people can understand what you wanted to say. If you translate exactly, I am from Japan to in Japanese language, I am from Japan, it just doesn't make sense. But it's the funny thing is European language when I learned was the same. For example, I am from Japan in Greek is ime apotin aponia. Ime is I am, apo is from, Japonia is Japan. So it was sentence structure was the same. And I really amazed. Oh my god. The European language is that everybody same? Sentence structure is everything is the same. And then again, when I learned German, ich aus Japan. No, ich aus Japan, right? Yeah. Ich aus Japan. Then again, I am from Japan. Is it same? Is it everybody saying, hey guys? But Japanese, it's not. It's just a different way to describe everything. That's why if you translate, I am is watashi wa, from is kara, nihon. Nihon. Watashi wa kara nihon. Then first of all, it's totally grammatically wrong. And then even like grammar, I try to be fixed. If I try to fix the grammar, 私は日本からです which is grammatically correct, but it's still I am from Japan because what do you want to say? Like you came from Japan today? You maybe bring something from Japan? 日本、私は日本からです。Yeah, like I bring something from Japan or I just most of 90% of or 80% of Japanese people will just question mark. What do you wanted to say? Then yesterday we already picked up this, sentences. 出身は日本です. My birthplace is Japan. Then it makes sense. Oh, you are from Japan, which means you came from there or your nationality is there. You were born there. That's the things you want to say. But it's I am from Japan in Japanese. It's just doesn't mean anything like I bring something from Japan. I just came maybe from Japan or what does it mean? So that's why you cannot really translate English to Japanese. Otherwise, you will if you continue it, you will never be able to speak naturally. It's just like, what does it mean? Yeah. What does it mean? Or like just few people can understand. So, yeah, that's why. Carvin-san, your answer, sugoi. Great. Great, great, great. So here, let's see. The quality of the stream is not good. Oh, I'm sorry. Really? Is that so not so good? Let's see. So I'm sorry if the quality is not so good. Yep. So I think that you use sugoi mostly when you see something is you like. Am I right? Hello from Greece. Great. Sugoi has actually a lot of meaning. For example, sugoi is, if you translate it exactly, is sugoi means very, very much means very. So you can use for really bad way too. すごい臭いね、すごい臭い. It smells so bad. So like すごい itself doesn't mean anything because it's very. But it's at the same time we use just for sugoi itself is mostly we use like a great for sugoi, which wonderful. 50%. 50% we use like this way. Sugoi. If I just say sugoi, it's wonderful. Ooh, I didn't expect that. Really great, really amazing is sugoi. But it's other 50% of chance is we actually say sugoi, sugoi for bad way maybe. Sugoi 態度悪いね. His behavior is very bad. Or すごい臭い. This very smell bad. すごい、すごい心配. I'm really worried. Really worried. すごい心配。どうしよう。What's happened to me? Yeah. So that's why すごい itself is quite so many way to use. But you can just keep in your mind it's very much means. Yeah. This is すごい. So, it's barely. I'm sorry. This is the video quality is if it's not so good. Yeah. I hope. Yeah, internet is. Let me see network. Let me see if I can change the network. Sunday this time. I don't know. Maybe so many people using the internet. Let's see. Let's see if I hope it will not like I hope it will not like disconnect it. Let's see if I can use it. Hey, I came back maybe. I'm not sure. Oh, really? Really? Let me see. I'm gonna. Okay. I came back. Hey, I came back maybe. Yeah, I came back. Great. I came back. Great. So I think I came back. I think. Can you see? We can see you now. Oh, great. Thank you so much. I should not change the internet connection. I understand that it's not good. Okay, but now it's much better, maybe. Yeah, great. So let's do this. So let's go next comment. Okay, we can see you now. Great. Thank you so much. So next things that you should not do is this one. Too much grammar. So welcome back. Thank you so much. So next things that you should not do. The first things is do not translate English to Japanese. The next things you should not do too much grammar. Okay, too much grammar is definitely not good. So Instagram viewer, please join Twitch or on YouTube or Facebook. So see you later. Okay, bye bye. Bye bye. Okay, so you should not do too much grammar because Japanese grammar are not systematically made it. So that's why when I learn English language, for example, or a European language, it's very like a single, plural, female, male, like neutral words, and it's really, really systematically you can combine the words because it's plural or something. But Japanese grammar, if you have studied, I think you can understand that it's totally different from English. So that's why if you try to learn the grammar and the grammar so much, you will definitely have the problem because you cannot make the sentences with the grammar knowledge. Yeah. So that's why always I suggest grammar is the end of the Japanese learning. You can start doing, make sentences, or like we actually native like a Japanese people learn correct sentences first. So that's why we say yomi kikase. It's called yomi kikase, which means we read a lot of books. I don't suggest to you to read a lot of books if you really want to speak, but it's just we never learn the grammar. For example, one really funny example I can give you. For example, I'm gonna say もう一回言ってもらえませんか？ Maybe my student can understand what I said. もう一回言ってもらえませんか？ What does it mean? もう一回 means once again. 言ってもらえませんか is say もらえませんか shall I receive? What does it mean? If you really translate and then try to understand the grammar, もう一回 once again 言って to say もらえ receive ませんか can I or can I can I may I what does it mean may I receive to say once again what does it mean So this is a Japanese grammar that it's very weird if you really try to learn and translate from English to Japanese. So what does it mean this moraemasen ka receive? Well, you don't need to translate receive. You just need to translate please if you don't mind, please speak once again means. If you don't mind, please speak once again. But it's if you really translate and understand the grammar, is like this. May I receive to say once again? Huh? What does it mean? This もらえませんか is actually we are expressing our feeling, but it's can I receive your offer because I didn't understand what to say and please say it again. This action can I receive means. Oh, confusing. So that's why it's just you should learn this phrase, not really become like a professor of the Japanese language and try to understand the grammar. And then it's always so confusing. As a teacher, I was teaching grammar first 4 years of my teaching experience. And then, to be honest, I was feeling like, oh my God, this is no one can understand this Japanese language. Because one just phrase, difficult to understand the grammar. And it's millions of sentences. How are you going to understand? Right? You try to see the YouTube Japanese people speak so fast, so many sentences, and then if you're translating all the time in your head, it's that's why I'm saying 20 years you're gonna maybe take, or maybe more, 30 years. You should not learn too much grammar. It doesn't make sense. Anyway, you cannot translate it. Okay, so the next one, what you can do and what you should not do is you should not do too much only words. Yeah, like I have a lot of vocabulary book when I was, teaching traditional way. Mm. And then I would, vocabulary, for example, you can actually learn very much maybe today. You just open a textbook and then like a laptop, tree, fire, and all these things. But it's most important things when you learn the words is you need to understand when and how you can use these words. For example, if you learn fire in Japanese, heat, and how are you gonna use first of all? How? What kind of sentence you can make with this fire? And first of all, is it so important words for you to communicate with Japanese people today? Fire. Um, how are you gonna use it? At least if you're working with fire all the time, maybe like a firefighter, if you are, maybe that's good. But it's if you're not firefighter, how are you gonna use these fire words, and then how and what kind of sentence you're gonna make? If you're not sure, no meaning to learn the vocabulary, because try to say something with fire, then I don't know how to use it, and then it's no meaning. That's why learning just too much words really don't work. Really doesn't work. Then it's just every day you can forget because you don't use it. You learn today, tomorrow you forget. You learn today, tomorrow forget. So that's why it will take 20 years. You learn today, fire. I don't know how to use it, and anyway, I don't use it. It's just not a really smart way to learn. That's why I'm English learner, right? Like opposite side from you. And English, always when I see it, oh, this vocabulary is really cool. Really cool. I can use it every day. I want to learn. And then the other hand, like if I see something, the vocabulary on the newspaper, I don't know this one. Okay, I'm going to search on Google. This is maybe I'm not going to use so much. Then just I forget. It's okay. Yep. That's the thing. So you have to prioritize the sentences and you need to know how to use it. Okay. So the next one, you should not do handwritings. Handwriting, why? Handwriting, you don't need to do it, really. It's just useless anymore. It's 20 years ago, handwriting was really great. I mean, you can write the letter, you can send the letter, but it's who you're gonna really, use the handwriting. Chat all the time. Just it's better type always. And then whenever you go to the Japanese company, no one say please do the handwriting. Everything you have to write down official document is computer. Official all document. Your CV, like a resume or any documentation for the other company you're gonna send, or any report you're gonna make. It's everything is computer. So no handwriting. It's better if you really want to type something, if you really want to write it down because you want to study, type. Type. This is really 2021 right now. Yeah. And type. Japanese keyboard, you download and type. You can comment here on Japanese, right? Yeah. Actually, no one commented in Japanese. Try to comment in Japanese. This is the best way to actually, use Japanese language effectively, because now in front of you, native people are talking to you. You should write it down in Japanese, right? So that's why typing. You don't need handwriting. I cannot see you. Anyway, it's better type here. So that's why please stop doing this handwriting. So let's see other comment. Hello, Terumi. I have some questions. Let's see. I have some questions about kanji. Have a specific pronunciation. What is the best way to learn them? Each kanji has a very different pronunciation, of course. So that's why depends on what you want to do. Like you want to just research something, you want to read something. If you really want to read something, you need to first of all you need to choose the topic. What kind of things you want to read? Newspaper right now it's difficult, I guess. You know, if you can go to the newspaper level right now, you should type a lot of Japanese, and that's such just easy, conversation. Then much lower level, right? Then you want to learn something kanji is first you can go something, for example, if you want to start something easy things, about, let's say, something easy, maybe you can easy like a manga you can pick up, for example, Doraemon, or like children books. There are so many, so that's why you can get like some children books, and then that's so easy kanji there it's written, for example, 10 years old or 9 years old, 80 years old, these level of kanji. If you want to step by step you want to learn, you can buy like this book. And then each kanji has a different pronunciation. Each kanji has a different meaning. For example, maybe quickly I can share the screen to actually show the kanji. Let's see. What are we going to talk about? What are we going to search? Something easy. Always I actually pick up, like something, a cooking. For example, you want to learn the sushi recipe. I'm going to share the screen. I hope you guys can see. Let me see, just a moment. I need to a little bit organize. Okay, let's share. So I said, for example, I love cooking. And then, okay, just a moment. My camera is dying. I'm gonna change the camera here. I hope it's work. Yeah. It's working? Yeah. Great. So, anyway, so here, this is a recipe. For example, sushi recipe. So, for example, you love sushi, then you should know sushi in kanji, right? So that's why you're gonna write down sushi recipe. All the time, you can search something that you are interested in. That's actually, very practical way to learn. And for example, I want to learn the sushi recipe, and you go there. Anyway, it's full of Japanese all the time. Even you can learn one kanji today, right? If you love sushi, then you go sushi. Yeah, like this. Can you see? Sushi is this kanji. You can even type S-U-S-I. S-U-S-I, right? Sushi. Su-shi. Hiragana. Hi. Type. Which one is sushi? Hi. You learn with a computer easily. Oh, that's the sushi. Yep. If you're not sure this is correct, then one more time you can click this one. Cut. Copy here. Is that correct? Sushi. Oh, yes. image. Everything became sushi also, which means this kanji is 100% correct, right? So many things, I mean, you can do with a computer, which is amazing, amazing. 20, 30 years ago, when I start doing these computer things was Windows 3.1. There's no searching, you know, you just need to travel to Japan. Otherwise, you don't have any information, the real information. Now, Google is much smarter than you, and they know everything. I mean, you can search here, sushi. And also you can use this, what was a kanji.org? I think kanji.org. You can go this site. Amazing. No, not kanji.org. It's a jisho.org. Yeah, this is amazing website actually. You don't need a teacher, really. You can just search, for example, sushi. I mean, you can copy paste also from there. And then you go, let's say, what is this first kanji? What does it mean? You're going to search here. And then, wow, you can get a lot of information. Here, first of all, at least if you can read hiragana, or this kanji itself, you can even pronounce it kotobuki. So which means other kanji together is sushi, but its kanji itself is kotobuki, right? Then that's the things that it's every situation, every combination, pronunciation change. Then you just need to learn, priority words. Kotobuki is, I mean, you don't use it. You need to live in Japan. You need to join the wedding party. Then you will see for the first time kotobuki. Even this time, if you cannot pronounce it, not big problem. But maybe better to actually read sushi because if you really want to go to sushi shop, right? For example, even I think, look, from this kanji base, you can actually even find a lot of information and words. The other pronunciation is ju, and its meaning it's age or ear. But the funny things, as I said, if you want to say ear, it doesn't mean you can actually say ju. Ju, if you say itself, it doesn't mean anything. We don't understand what you want to say. Ears is nen. This kanji has meaning this, but doesn't mean this is a vocabulary. Vocabulary and the kanji meaning is totally different. Okay, for example, my name meaning is Terumi. My name is Terumi, but it's name of the meaning is shining and beautiful. But if I say just Terumi is my name, it's not doesn't mean shining and beauty or beautiful. If I really explain what this kanji meaning, then I can say this is shining and this is a beautiful. So this is exactly the same things. If you just say Ju doesn't mean age and the year, but it's if you somebody ask what is this kanji meaning, then age and the year. So if you are doing like these things, it's gonna be a 2,500 kanji plus 4 or 5 combination, which means 20,000 combination. You're not gonna finish. That's why kanji is definitely not priority. I don't know what you want to do, hey CD. But it's if you just want to communicate with the Japanese people, kanji is really necessary things. It's much better you actually use like amazing translation system and just quickly you can read it. For example, um, you wanna search something about the newspaper. 日本経済。 I just, want to say to you that is life is only once, right? And then you want to achieve something, you really want to understand, and then should you start kanji that is, full of kanji that is, I'm gonna say this 20,000 of, combination, pronunciation, and never gonna reach to understand the newspaper, for example. I think you should just take the advantage from the AI technology. If I am you, I just want to focus on the communication because I can go to the job interview, I can meet the friends, I can go for the drink, if I can communicate. That's more important than the AI technology cannot help me so much. But if you just want to say, I just want to read a newspaper, why don't you take advantage to use this amazing tech, and just this depot is amazing translation. It's just 1 second. You can read it everything. And what is the point to, read all this kanji and the write and everything? I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna more than 20 years. Yeah, believe me. And that's the actually written like this. For me, yes, because I'm 35 years old. I grew up in Japan 28 years, okay? 28 years I was in Japan. Of course I can read it. Right. 世界の株式相場の動きが荒っぽくなる中、次のリスク要因としてテーマ系運用が警戒され始めている。デジタル化などの特定の分野に集中投資する高リスクな手法だ。株価の急回復を追い風に高いリターンを稼ぎ、個人マネーを呼び込んで急膨張したこの手法は2000年前後にも人気を集め、その後大幅な運用悪化に見舞われた経緯がある。個人マネーは IT バブル当時と相似形を描いている。I understand. So, then you go to the English is here. What exactly it's written, This translation system is growing every day, super fast. And then these things is they know 20 languages. You cannot win, really. When you are studying Japanese, each one of kanji, the technology is going much faster. So that's why I really don't recommend. It's a massive sentences. They can translate just 1 second, okay? Just 1 second. Anything. And it's almost you can really understand. 90% of things you can really understand any topic, any really difficult topic, politics, medical, any. Okay, I'm here. Right? Am I here or not? Yeah, thank you, Terumi. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I think so. Stop, right? Okay. it's working. Okay, I think now it's online. Okay, so let's do it. So which means 2021, you really don't need to learn each kanji all the time. Thank you. You're here. Thank you. Thank you. I don't know. It's Sunday. Sunday noon. Is it on? Like my internet is slow. Slowest internet ever. My internet is 100 megabps. Still stuck. Okay, let's do this. So anyway, and that's why I don't know if it's the best way to do learn Japanese with a kanji, which is why don't you use the AI technology? This is my opinion, simply, because it's life is only once, and then you should not do something that definitely you cannot achieve. It's so difficult to achieve these things. You see a lot of kanji, and then definitely if I am you, I just really focus more something that it's a possible things. So let's go the last one is here. What should you not do is just a listening. This is also really, really, I don't really suggest that you just listening. So you just listening is, for example, you watch the anime, really common, right? So you really common anime or drama or maybe any like a textbook listening audio and audio file like a radio. Uh, Sometimes, of course, good to listen sometimes. Yeah, really good. But even you listen millions of years, even you listen millions of years, you won't be able to speak. Obvious, obviously, even if you listen millions of years, you won't be able to speak. Why? That's why if somebody hoping, I'm listening all the time, I can be a Japanese speaker. If somebody say these things, I'm definitely say never, you won't be. Do you know why? Simply you can understand. Do you know why? Because, for example, I want to be a, let's say, uh, Ariana Grande. Ariana Grande is a nice, most famous singer, right? Ariana Grande. And then I'm always listening because I'm super fan of Ariana Grande. And I love Japan. I'm always watching anime. I love Ariana Grande. I love Justin Bieber. I'm always listening to music. Can I be like Justin Bieber, or can I be Ariana Grande just listening? It's just simple answer, right? Never. Of course. Everybody listening the amazing music doesn't mean they can be an amazing singer. It's totally different things. Super totally different things. You can listen, but you need to sing exactly. If you really want to be a Japanese speaker, you can listen, but you have to speak exactly. You have to copy it. Copy the singer. Copy Japanese people, and you just need to speak exactly. If you're doing this, it's possible. You'll be Japanese speaker, right? But if you're just listening, you won't be a singer. You won't be a speaker. So that's the things. Quite so many people are misunderstanding that it's I'm listening so much. That's why I will be, one day. No, no. You won't be a singer if you're not singing. You won't be a speaker if you're not speaking every day. Yeah. So that's why our school, Japan Language Factory, we speak so much. Sing, 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 like each sentences are lyrics. You need to copy exactly like a native. But if you copy it, you really feel confidence. Yes, I did a lot of exercises. I spoke with a native and I really copy, and that's the correct Japanese. This is I can introduce myself. That's why just listening is doing like almost nothing. Like I just listening the music. If I want to be a singer, better don't like listen all the time, better sing all the time, right? So that's why if you want to be a speaker, please speak a lot. So sensei, may I add one more suggestion? Yeah, you can comment here, everyone. So we are finishing today's topic. So if you have any other requests, something, you can comment here. Okay. So that's why, this is lastly, I wanted to share this screen. Then we can finish today. So this is like, the common self introduction in my lesson we do. For example, this is my self introduction in Japanese. If you want to be a Japanese speaker, you need to have the perfect self introduction in Japanese, right? So you can go for the job interview, you can meet a stranger, you can meet Japanese friends, right? Then this is each sentences is like one lyrics, one lyric. All these things are lyric, and then you just need to sing exactly, which means you just need to speak exactly. Otherwise, your pronunciation wrong, and you are speaking like a weird because you combine the English Japanese grammar like a mixed. It's everything. It's a tone is different, pronunciation wrong, and grammar wrong, and everything is wrong. I have seen so many people, even they study 2 3 years, they don't have even any like 1 minute self introduction, confident self introduction. Nothing, nothing, nothing. When they start speaking, pronunciation wrong and grammar something already wrong, from the second sentence is already wrong. What is actual progress? It's better start today, perfect sentences and the perfect pronunciation training. It's much, much faster. You don't need 20 years of study. And you don't need to do this kanji all the time because it's something, it must be hobby, not something you can do something with 20,000 of things. So that's why here, 名前はてるみです。You try to copy this pronunciation. 名前はてるみです。名字。名字。family name. 名字。名字。No. 名字。No. 名字。Correct. Family name. 意味。meaning. 意味。意味 meaning. 意味 What is that? 意味 What is that? 意味 Correct. 輝いて。輝いて shining. 輝いて。輝いて What is that? What did you say? 輝いて What is that? 輝いて。輝いて。So its pronunciation is so important. It's like, my name is Terumi. What's happened? What's happened to you? So that's why pronunciation is very important. That's why if you really want to speak, do you have a time to study kanji? It's better focus on the pronunciation, much more effective, and it's so important. Otherwise, even you don't You cannot speak 2, 3, 4 sentences. てるみの意味は輝いて美しいです。If you say てるみの意味は輝いて美しいです。Huh? What's happened to you? That's why pronunciation is so important. That's why try to copy. Try to always copy the native Japanese. That's the fastest way to be a Japanese speaker. You should not do grammar. You should not do a lot of words. Anyway, you don't know how to use the words. Don't do. Just listening doesn't work. No. English to Japanese translation doesn't work at all. Nothing. No. Okay? So today its topic is done. Thank you so much. I hope you had some idea what should you do today. And then last comment here. Let's go. It's just that I have 2 minutes. Okay. So because I have a lesson. Shin, thank you so much. You should never speak anime way to Japanese people. Depends. Depends. Maybe, if I have otaku friends a lot, maybe that's possible because I don't have a lot of otaku friends. So if I speak anime way, it's gonna be just, oh, what's happened to you, Terumi? Like, what's happened? It's like you become opera. Oh, I came from France. I came from France. Huh? What's happened to you? Or like British, Elizabeth, Majesty. What's happened to you? Hey, that's why anime is a art. Japanese people, it's not everyone is like art people. So we are normal people, but some people like opera. Some people like, majesty style. That's why anime way it's possible, but it's not for everyone. Simply. Yeah, anime is art. We are human. Okay, so we speak differently. So that's why if you really want to speak like anime, you can just target the anime fan. Then they can enjoy that, which means if I really want to be like a James Bond, Majesty, and then you can just be like this, like you can join this community and then you can speak. Yeah, but not for everyone. Just to keep in your mind. So thank you so much, and I'm so sorry I had some trouble with the connection, and yeah, I hope the technology goes much better or my whole environment. As soon as possible, I really want to have much better condition than I can provide much better quality live streaming. So I really like live streaming and because I can, answer like this question. If you don't how can I say ask me, I have no idea what the foreigner thinking about Japan. I have no idea and always I can learn so many things from your comment. Then oh, that's the foreigner thing. For example, can I speak anime way? Is everybody we know that it's we cannot speak, but it's foreigner. Then that's common question. This is always when you comment me, I actually realize. So that's why I really like live streaming, and I hope I can provide you something really good information always. So thank you so much and see you soon. ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました皆さん。Enjoy your rest of the day.